Hey family, what's good? This is your girl and the Bronze Goddess, and I'm here to do another strawberry letter. And forgive me, you guys are going to see me in this whole get up quite a bit. I got quite a few videos to record today, so I know you guys sometimes like a change of scenery. I will be rocking this look, all right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get right down to the nitty gritty. I hope you guys have been enjoying these strawberry letters, and there's one more for tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go get them. Would love your advice on my situation. I've been in a relationship for 3 years with my boyfriend. Like many relationships, it has its ups and downs, but through prayer, we've built it back up and let the past be the past. But we're now stronger than ever before. But the problem that keeps on arising is the fact that this man will not marry me yet. How many of us have been there? Anyway, so we have a child together, we live together, and when things are on their bad course, I easily dismiss him and kick him out, which normally leads to a breakup. The last one lasted 6 months, but through prayer, he was led back into my life. I know my boyfriend has a past, and I let the past be the past, but I know that there are two ladies that he proposed to, but the two ladies both reconsidered. I'm going to go ahead and summarize this letter because honestly, there's very little punctuation in this letter. So the whole thing is like a big old run-on sentence. So I'm going to summarize it because it's really hard to read when it's like this. So anyway, two women he proposed to, and both of them declined. But she wants to know why he doesn't want to marry her. She also says that she gives him every luxury. She cooks for him. She's a good mother. She keeps a good home. She's given him, let me get this. She's given him 5 years to marry her. She's told him that he's got 5 years to marry her, and they're on year 3. She wants to know basically why hasn't he asked her to marry him. I'm gonna get you, girl. I don't like to get people. I mean, it's not what I like to do, but I'm gonna get you. Why in the world did you give him a 5-year lease when you know good and well you wanted to get married at any time? What were you thinking? I'm just being honest. I'm being blunt. What were you thinking? You don't tell. No. 5 years? A man knows way sooner than that whether he wants to make you his wife or not. What is going on with men who are perfectly willing to make you their baby mama, but they have a hard time making you their wife? They're both huge responsibilities. You guys live together, have a child together. To be honest, that's probably why he's not marrying you. Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? I know that's an old saying, and a lot of people dismiss it, thinking that it sounds old, but it's very true. When you give a man too much too soon, what incentive does he have to want to propose to you and put a ring on it? And then you have the nerve to tell him he can take his sweet time, giving him 5 years. What does he need 5 years for? You're already living together. You already have a child together. You already said you cook for him 5 days a week. You keep a good house. You're already wifey. That's my problem. That's why I cannot stand the word wifey. Because wifey ain't nothing but a glorified girlfriend. Some men use the word wifey to keep you in line. Wifey, no, you ain't my girl, it's my wifey. No, I can't stand that word. I'm either your wife or I'm not. And I think that you're in wifey mode. He may not call you that. This may not pertain to you. But this is for a lot of people who watch my strawberry letters. Don't let somebody call you wifey if you're not really a wife. If it ain't legal and y'all ain't going down to the courthouse. Because some men do that just to keep you in line and make sure you don't cheat on them. Because why? Because, look, I'm calling you my wifey. I'm not calling you my... What? It's just a word, honey. It's just a word. When you do this much, this man has no incentive to want to make this legit. And my thing, I want to dig a little bit deeper. My issue also is the fact that you brushed over like so quick. He asked 2 other women to marry him and they both reconsidered. So why won't he ask me? Did you ever stop and ask yourself why 2 women didn't want to marry your man? As much as you know, just like people want to get married, just like you want to get married, a lot of women out here want to get married. Why did 2 women turn this brother down? I suspect that there's something that he does, something about him that they weren't able to overlook. And I'm thinking that the whole reason why you guys have had your ups and your downs is because it might be the same issue that caused these women not to want to marry your man. So it must be somewhat of a big deal. So you didn't tell me that. People always, you fill your strawberry letter up with all kind of details except what I really need to know. What ups and downs you talking about? What are we talking about? Is it the same reason why these women don't want to marry your man? There's something here. There is something key and crucial that is missing from this letter. You know what it is. You know I don't know because you didn't tell me. But there's something to this. Something that these 2 women weren't able to overlook, but for some reason you're able to overlook. What is it? My big question to you is, what is it? And why are you treating, my whole issue also, I want to say this really quickly. I got so much to say. It's kind of like filtering information through a funnel and it's going all down this, like this, you know? So anyway, why did you give this man a 5-year window to marry you when you know good and well after having his baby and all that other stuff that you want to get married now? You know, that's the thing when when you do so much and you give a man so much, it's very difficult for them to want to make it legit. They say stuff like, it's just a piece of paper. You're already my wifey. And that's kind of a lesson for a lot of you younger ladies out there. You always have to reserve something. You always have to do that. If you give him, I know, don't get me wrong, I'm a woman just like the rest of you. I dated my husband, just like the rest of you dated your men. And I know you want to give them a small glimpse into what they would be getting if they marry you. You want them to know, you know what, if you marry me, this is the kind of wife you will get. Look, I can cook. Look, I can clean. Look, I'm good with children. You want to do all that, but if you give them too much too soon, they'll never take that next step. There's got to be something reserved. There's got to be something that makes him say, I want to wake up with her every morning. You want to cook for him. You want to clean for him a little bit just to kind of show them what they'll be getting, but you don't want to give them too much. You guys you're already married in a sense, but it's not legit. You want that extra commitment. And I think, to be honest, you shot yourself in the foot by giving him so much. And he hasn't given you enough. He gave you a baby and you're giving him your life. You're giving him everything else. He can walk away from you at any moment. I don't know. My opinion is you need to have a seat with him and talk to him. You're asking me. You need to ask him. Why did you ask those other 2 women to marry you and not me? That's the easiest way to get the answer to this particular question. Ask him. But you also need to ask yourself, what is that thing that we keep breaking up about? And is it the same thing that these 2 women are leaving him for? And how big of a thing is that to you? Because it's got to be a reason why 2 women are willing to dismiss a man who got a ring in his hand. And you know what I'm talking about. A woman has a hard time saying, you know what? No, I'm good. What? What? If he's that much of a catch, why did 2 women throw him back into the sea? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm keeping it real. Anyway, you guys can put your 2 cents in. As I used to say in my strawberry letters, I'm going to start saying it again because it's so true. Opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody has one. So this just happens to be my opinion. I suggest that you pray about your situation. And I also suggest that maybe you take him to church, and just kind of implement that part into your relationship as well. It's easier for me, at least in my opinion, to follow a man that follows God. Because you ain't just lead me any old kind of place. You know what I mean? You follow a man that's following his own compass, he can lead you anywhere. I prefer to follow a man that follows God. And if he's following God, then he'll want to make your relationship right. You understand what I'm saying? He'll want to make your relationship legit in God's eyes. But what I don't understand is how men are so quick to make a baby with somebody, but they don't want to make you a wife. Like, aren't they both big responsibilities? You're bringing a life into this world with a woman, but you're not sure that woman should be the woman you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So it's okay for her to be your baby's mom, but you don't want to be with her. Huh? I don't get that part. But anyway, I suggest that you pray over your situation and, I suggest that I think that you've already done too much. It's really hard to go backwards from where you are because what you're going to do, move out, stop cooking for him, stop cleaning for him, but stop, being intimate with him. What are you going to do? You kind of did a little too much too soon. But I would definitely pray about the situation. I would ask him, what's going on here? Why did you ask them, like, what's wrong with me? I had your baby. They didn't even have your child. What's going on? And you kind of made your own bed, so you got to lie in it. You gave the man up to 5 years, so if he decides he wants to wait that long to marry you, he's not wrong for that because you said it was okay. Somebody will only do what you allow, and you've allowed him 5 years, so don't get mad if he actually takes it. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have anything positive to interject, be sure and do so. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes.